the typewriter is a little suspicious. You know, but the books though, I can believe the books. Motherfuckers look old and ancient and shit. You know, the sword. I don't know, the strap is a little fishy. The axe. I can believe the axe. I mean, if the typewriter is real, that's dope. I mean, it's the 1800s. Typewriters was around, so you know what I'm saying? It could be. It is. Yeah. I mean, he got a book. So, I mean, he probably typed up the book. I'm just saying. It might. It might. I'm just saying because that would be loud as shit though. That's my only thing that's kind of throwing me off. Like when a giant is ready to write a book, that's a loud ass ding. That shit loud as hell, man. Like, I don't know, man. Ding. That shit loud as hell, man. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like a nigga had a computer and a printer at that time. I mean, how advanced we talking? Like, he probably had a computer and a printer at this time. I mean, we talking about people. We talking about people that had cars running off air and shit. So I'm pretty sure they figured out the computer and printer. Yeah, that's a big ass strap. I ain't even gonna cap. That bitch was probably loud too. Everyone knew the right hour. I'm trying to tell you, that's probably what the bells was for. You ringing the bell at nighttime because you know he about to get the typing. Just brace yourself. So were the giants the results of human and fallen angels for real? No. I believe the giants created the humans from them out of clay. When you hear stories about gods forming man out of clay, those are the giants. Cause we're talking about titans, right? Titans. Most of the gods that people are worshiping are titans, and they don't know it. So our forefathers are titans. They forged us out of the clay with their blood. Like, for an example, when you go watch the movie Prometheus, Prometheus is known as a titan. At the end of Prometheus, he falls into the water. His DNA gets into the water, and then shit start being creating, even humans, right? There's a story inside the Lost Histories of America that talks about Medusa and Prometheus and everything. So most of it is giants. That's why your mountains look like giants. You know, a lot of your petrified rocks are giants and turtles and animals and etc. So those are the ones. Those are the forefathers. You know, those are the forefathers. Just religion demonized that because they're trying to erase history and create their own. So they're gonna demonize the truth. Oh, excuse me. Said no way. I just had a light bulb light up. Hey, that's what Higher Learning Book Club is here for. That light bulb light up. Said my uncle told me that before. Yeah, we come from Titans. Titans, aka Titaria. Yeah, yeah. That's why I told people go. So there's a book for those who's new to my page or those who probably missed the live. But there's a book called Judah Scepter on archives.org. It tells you that Chronos is Yaqub, and Yaqub is Israel, and his descendants are known as Israelites, right? Like his children. Now, and Chronos, and that is just one example of many of the gods. And all of the allies of Chronos were known as Elohim. Right? Listen to what I'm telling you. In Judah Scepter, Chronos, Yaqub Israel, its children and descendants and grandchildren, Israelites, quote unquote, and the allied titans or demigods were known as Elohims, because Kronos is also known as El or Elyon. All right, so peak game, right? And there, in that book is dope, man, and it connects a lot of other gems. Every giant or every titan has a family tree. Real shit. Every giant has a family tree. So it's pretty dope. Pretty dope. Yeah, Judah Skepter. That book right there, archives.org. Plenty gems in there. So now you understand. I'm about to give you another book called what is it called? It's called, I think it's either called Christ, the Crucified Serpent, or I think it's called Yahweh, the Crucified Serpent. I think it's one of those, or it might say Yahshua. I ain't got my phone with me, it's in that phone, but that is also connected to what I just told you about Kronos. So now, when you get into Yahweh or Yahshua being the crucified serpent, like, it all, man, these small hat people in some of the Vatican who was rewriting history, they rewrote everything. They told everything in reverse, not just the slave trade, but everything else in history is told in reverse. And most of it is connected to you. That's why they demonize you so much. They called you a red man, and the devil is always depicted as a red man. That's the symbolization for you. They called you the red man, American Indian, and the devil is the red man in all the stories. And then if you go further back in time, before they made him red, he was black. Trying to tell you? Yeah. It's flipped. Those people aren't real Luciferian people. Luciferian are the descendants of the 144,000 enlightened ones who's supposed to wake up. These people are skinwalking, pretending to be you. And some of them are us, and they gatekeeping. So I ain't gonna just say that, but let's continue going though. Makes sense. Giants were demonized. David and Goliath story always seemed too far-fetched. Yeah. The David and Goliath story, yeah, it is. Because especially when you consider that time, and Goliath is a Canaanite, which is he descended from Phoenicians. David is a Shamite during that time. So technically Goliath would be a Moor, so-called Moor. They were brothers and they were cool. They never fought each other in history. They was always together fighting against motherfuckers in history. So that's why it was far-fetched. Like, so why David and Goliath beefing again? Because if you talking about this specific time frame, Sephardic Jews and Moors was cool and they brothers and they was always fighting against motherfuckers. So, we start understanding Flavius Josephus and King James revising and changing shit. And, Shakespeare had a little hand in it and shit. Like, yeah, okay, yeah. Dodge the hijack with shit. The land of the giants, yo. The giants built all the pyramids. They did. The giants did build all the pyramids. No, I believe the simplest answer is always the best answer. We'll say it is swarthy of the building. Americae Giannatus. Right? Different places, right? Petrified giants, right? Fucking elephants, jaguars, turtles, serpents, and fucking mountains with bodies and shit. Alright? I'm just saying. There's too many mountains that look like people and animals and shit. And you gonna tell me that humans carved this shit? That's what they want you to believe, though. Humans are aliens. But they'll never tell you these are actual giants that was petrified. And it was recent times. Because we understand about sound waves, frequency waves. We understand what happened with the little ice age. We understand what happened with a lot of stuff and certain energy weapons and shit like that, right? We get it. And they got their hands on it. So it makes sense. Right? It makes sense. Yep, cymatic frequencies. Yeah, they love saying aliens built that shit. Shit, they probably got an episode coming on tonight. Tonight on Ancient Aliens. Like, man, and it's always that weird, crazy dude with his hair sticking up and shit. Like, hell no. He said, ain't no way the HE double hockey sticks. Facts. A perfect ass turtle in the water, right? I'm talking about a perfect ass turtle. And people living on this back. Now that's Turtle Island. When people say Turtle Island, that's Turtle Island, my nigga. Right there. That's Turtle Island, my G. Cause that's an actual turtle with motherfuckers living on his back. I don't know what these niggas talking about. They come from Turtle Island. Nah, nigga, that's Turtle Island. Y'all niggas ain't on that. Unless that probably is America and they just not showing us what we really look like. I'm just saying, unless that's really America, they not showing us what we really look like. Because, you know, motherfuckers don't really know what land masses look like for real. Outside of what they show us. Now, remember I told y'all about those man-made mountains? Because there's a lot of man-made mountains. Like, you can do a quick Google research. You can go get some books. But a lot of so-called well-known mountains that you think are real, they are actually man-made mountains made of wood. I'm not capping. Go type in man-made mountain, and it's going to take you down a whole nother rabbit hole, right? You got people skiing on mountains. That's not real. So my thing is this. How y'all know the giants is not living inside those mountains? Right? They probably living in those man-made mountains. And they only come out at like 3 a.m. in the morning. Hey, 3 a.m. is a key time. Nah, real shit, listen. 3 a.m. is a key time. Not only just on no spiritual shit, but most of the world is sleep in bed or in the house and not doing shit. That is the perfect time for the underworld to come out and do its thing. Especially in national parks and woods and shit where yo ass not at. Why you think all these campers who be camping, they be like, man, we heard some strange shit. There's some strange stuff going on out here. Because your ass not supposed to be out there at a specific time frame. It is not your time to be out there. It is the other veil time to do its thing before the sun come up and they gotta go, you know, and then they gotta go back. You feel me? Yeah, 3 a.m. the witching hours, they call it, right? Yeah, that's why parks got curfews, real shit. Nah, real talk. Most parks, they'll tell you to get up out of that motherfucker by 10. What's happening, Nina? I ain't see you come in. Real shit. I don't know about y'all parks, but over here, y'all gotta get up out there bit by 10, my G. And it's for your purposes. You'll be like, man, let me get up out of here. For real, bro. Hey, Iroquois Park. Man, we got this park called Iroquois Park. I would never walk that park at nighttime. I'm talking about I did it one time, and I'm talking about some creepy shit. I'm hearing noises and shit, random ass raccoons that ain't known to be, man, it was too much shit going on. Noises and creepy sounds and weird bugs start coming out. I felt like motherfuckers was following me. I was like, bro, let me get the fuck up out this park. I ain't supposed to be out here. I'm past time anyway. Nah, for real. Let me get up out of this bitch before I be the next quote unquote bear attack, nigga. You know how they like, cause people that do be in there, they always cover it up like, oh, bear attack. Oh, wild mountain lion. Hell no, wild man got his ass. For real, motherfucking wild man got his ass or some shit. His ass won't supposed to be in there. Motherfucking griffin or some shit. I'm telling you. Damn centaur. Fucking goat man pan and shit. Like, I'm telling you. The truth is stranger than fiction. The truth is stranger than fiction. You're quarantined for a reason. And when I say quarantine, I mean you only live in inner cities. For the most of us live in inner cities, and few of people live in rural areas. There's another level to that where don't nobody goes. Real shit. That's why they keep you in the inner cities. Then you a little people in the rural who got the guts to live out there, because it gets a little random sometimes. You better ask them Native Americans on them reservations about them skinwalkers. And they're skinwalkers and shit, nigga. I'm just saying, bro. Better not go out there, motherfucker be calling you. Hey, help me. You better not go out there, nigga. You better ask them. And then there's another level beyond the rural area that don't nobody go. You can't go. It's restricted. Hey. Shit. For real, for real. So yeah, they spooky at night, man. Hell yeah. I've been in parks. I've been in a park known for witches. Yeah, that's some Blair Witch shit that you was on, K-Real. Let me find out that your ass was making a Blair Witch project. That's why you was in the woods. For real, let me find out. The next ninja on Ancient Aliens. Oh shit. For real, man. Look, yeah, if he gay. Nah, but for real though, man. The truth stranger than fiction, bruh. The truth is stranger than fiction, dog. We have a rainforest in Puerto Rico. Even in the daytime, you hear shit. 3 a.m. just run. Nah, for real, I'm telling you. Man, we got a lot of them in Georgia. Shit. So, flipping the page, the United States, or names of Tartar in the United States. So it's just giving you buildings, right? Just selecting the U.S. state capitol buildings only in all of these places. All of these have Tartaria buildings that was founded in certain dates and established, right? All of these places. Got to open that hot box one time. So the thing is, how impressive is it that Americans was managed to construct all of these classical buildings in just 147 years? And did they use the same architects across the country? I don't believe in coincidence, right? You said past that shit. Y'all already know. How coincidental? And most of these buildings were founded in said times. Because even when you thought that I'm sorry, I mean, everything's still black American straight, right? Everything's still American Negro. But even when you thought African slaves built Washington, D.C., nobody built Washington, D.C. They reconstructed Washington, D.C. This is why when they dig deeper in Washington, D.C., they realize that motherfucker was part of a blood flood. And the shit get more ancient the deeper you dig from the White House. Right? So nobody built the White House. They built the top of the motherfucker, or they reconstructed the top. But the bottom of the motherfucker always been there. That's a Tartaria building. So, P gang. Dodge your own hijack sometime. Alright? So now we get to chapter 21. Yes, y'all, we made it to chapter 21. We've been reading this book heavy and hard, you feel me? Yeah, we definitely seeing mud floods happen right now. In our faces, the same thing, just on a smaller scale. Facts. So now we made it to chapter 21 inside this book, man. We've been reading heavy and hard, right? So the destruction of Great Tartary. Age stops in 1840.